Hi, it's award-winning author Vishal here, and I am at Create Your Wealth Economy, and I am with one of the most sought-after speakers in the world. He is the star of the hit movie The Secret and has also featured in many other movies. He is so sought after you wouldn't believe. It's almost impossible to get a hold of him, and I have the honor and pleasure of interviewing him right now before he goes on stage, and I'm actually going to be introducing him on stage. So I am really honored, Dr. John Demartini. And it's so moving to me to meet you and to have this opportunity to interview you. So I have a few questions that I would love for you to share with our viewer, and pay attention, really take note, because he has so much wisdom you wouldn't believe. It's amazing. So it's an honor having you.
Thank you.
So there are people out there who are struggling to find that work-life balance. And I know with your expertise and authority that you have within many subjects, what would be your best advice to our viewer to get that work-life balance?
Well, the wisest thing I could tell people is to make a list of every single thing that they do in a day. To literally make a list of every single thing you do in a day, down to the finest detail. And after you've made that list, divide that up into things that are personal and professional, or home and work. And after that, next to it, list a column of how much does it produce per hour? What does it generate per hour as far as service to humanity and to what it earns? After you've made a list, estimate it. It can't always be an exact amount, but just be an estimate of what it actually produces. Then next to that, make another column about how much meaning it is. On a 1 to 7 scale, 7 being the highest meaning, 1 to a low meaning, how much meaning does it provide? Next to that, write down another column that is, what would it cost to, if you could delegate that to somebody and you were to have a replacement to do that activity, how much would it cost you per hour? Mm-hmm. And then next to that is how much time is spent. And after you've gone through and listed everything you've done and analyzed it down, you'll find out that you're probably majoring in minors and minoring in majors. You're probably doing a whole lot of stuff that doesn't produce. And if you were doing things that were more productive, you could afford to hire somebody to do lower priority things, wow, which would liberate you to have time to do both and liberate you to do the things that are most inspiring. If you don't fill your day with high priority actions that inspire you, it fills up with low priority distractions that don't. And then you dilute your value, you dilute your energy, and you end up feeling like overwhelm. And the symptoms of overwhelm are a feedback to let you know you're not prioritizing your life. So if you do that at home and have people helping you at home, and not do low priority things at home, and the same thing at work, you liberate yourself and empower yourself and get other people to do work for you. You help the economy, you extract surplus labor value out of their work, you increase the income, and you're able to do more of what you love, and that way you have more time also for the people you love.
Wow. Wow, that is so deep and so insightful. I wish I had a piece of paper and pen to take notes on that, but I think I've got a good understanding, and I hope you've got a good understanding of that. So another question I have for you is, what was the strategy and the moment in your life where you felt, I'm here right now, but I know there's something bigger for me? What was the turning point for you? And how can that help our viewer?
Well, in my situation, I was living on the north shore of Oahu in Hawaii.
Okay.
And I was a long-haired hippie surfer guy and a high school dropout.
Wow.
And was illiterate. I hadn't read up to that point, I had learning problems. And I was blessed by almost dying. I had a health issue. And I got the opportunity to meet a gentleman named Paul Bragg. And Paul Bragg is an amazing guy. He's the one that initiated many, many people's lives. A lot of people have been impacted. He impacted Donald Trump. He impacted people that started Apple computers.
Wow.
And so they impacted the Jack LaLanne, the Kellogg family from made Kellogg's cornflakes. I mean, just the guy goes on and on. He impacted my life. And in one night, 1 hour, one message, this one man literally inspired me to want to do something different with my life and made me believe that I could be intelligent. I never believed I was going to be intelligent. Mm-hmm. He helped me become intelligent, inspired me that night. And that was the change of my trajectory of my life. That night, I saw a vision. I wanted to travel the world, and I wanted to be intelligent, and I wanted to teach.
Wow.
And then I just started focusing little baby action steps every day. I learned from Mary Kay, from Mary Kay Cosmetics, that if you write down the 6 or 7 highest priority actions you can do each day, that will help you fulfill your dreams. Not big long goals, not big projects, but just baby action steps. That baby steps become big dreams. And to just stay building momentum, doing little action steps every day towards a dream. So I started to do that. I first had to learn how to overcome my learning problems. I had to learn how to read. I had to learn how to organize my knowledge. And then I started sharing. And here 43 years later, I'm still teaching.
Wow. So it was someone else's belief in you that really allowed you to believe in yourself.
He believed in me more than I did at that moment.
That's amazing.
And he helped me see a possibility that I never saw before.
Wow.
And I literally saw a vision that night of what I could do. And I've been focusing on that vision. I've never lost the vision.
That's amazing. And so I've been so inspired, and I'm sure you have. Where can they go to find out more about you, Dr. John Demartini?
Well, the probably easiest way to do it is simply go to my website. It's drdemartini.com, drdemartini.com, drdemartini.com. In there is my website is an educational website, so there's radio shows, television shows, newspapers, magazines, articles, videos. There's just education to help people master their life, maximize their human awareness and potential, and help them become more leaders in the world.
Wonderful. And is there a final word of wisdom that you would like to share?
That just know that no matter what you've done or not done, you're worthy of love. You don't need to judge yourself. You don't need to get rid of any part of yourself to appreciate yourself. And that if you really are willing to be yourself, just know that no fantasy on the outside has ever come compete with the magnificence of you on the inside. So give yourself permission to do something extraordinary as yourself. Don't live in anybody's shadows. Stand on the shoulders of giants and go do something amazing.
Wow. I love that. Stand on the shoulders of giants and go and do something amazing. Wow. Thank you for tuning in. Go and check out his website, and we'll see you at the next Create Your Wealth Economy.